when you look at kind of the skill set that you have built over your life and your career, what were some of the ways that you were doing it, but you didn't even probably know you were doing it, that you infused delayed gratification into your world?
Well, that's a great question, and I think one thing we dismiss a little bit today, John, is the importance of education,
Yeah.
whether that's college education or something beyond college, graduate level, or even beyond that, specific technical education. If you get the educational background, then you have the skill set to deal with the unexpected. You can get training to do any job. You can train to do step 1, 2, and 3, and you can train to do that. But what happens when step 1, 2, and 3 don't work? It's that educational foundation that you need to deal with that. So gaining that educational foundation helps you self-reflect and understand your environment so that you don't grasp immediately at that first answer. You have deeper thought on how do I get a long-term solution to this problem. So I think that's very, very important. Second point, and you brought this up, is where you live in a world of almost instantaneous data, instantaneous, whether it's media, information, it's out there, but it's not instantaneously analyzed. So it's out there, people see it, they react around it, may or may not be 100% truth. So again, when you see data, you see information, you see all this information across the media, stop, don't believe the headlines, and dig down. And that's part of that education piece. So I think that's really, really important. And that helps me personally in any ways, reflect on what my next steps would be in my personal life as well as my professional life.
Joe, do you have a certain process that you follow for problem solving?
Well, the first process part of the process I would say is nothing we do in this world today, we do alone. So the first step is you get the right team together, whether it's subject matter experts or perhaps even just folks that are outside the field that have some experience in problem solving, and define the problem, and then define the solution to the problem. Then you outline the steps in between that you need to take for the solution. So you have a task, in undermining that task or implied tasks, things you have to accomplish, right? And then you identify the constraints and restraints. What can't you do, and what what do you have to do? And then obviously it's the who, what, where, and when. And from there you define how you communicate around the solution. So it's defining the problem, it's putting the right people involved with solving the problem, figure out what your constraints are, and then define who's going to do the right thing at the right time, and then how you communicate and get the information out and the word out so you can actually all be going in the same direction.